Yeah, y'all reading that right. God damn. Black people wealth disparity got worse during the pandemic. Oh my goodness. Man, you hear one thing, you know what I mean? Newest group of investors is us, but then the wealth gap is widening. What the hell is going on? That's what we're going to get into today's episode of the Seers Glare, where I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, aka the Black Seinfeld, aka Magic X. All right? And yeah, man, total bullshit. How? It got worse? God damn. Not better, y'all. Worse. They always tell us, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, why should y'all get cash reparations? Oh, why y'all should deserve these tangibles? Because look what the fuck going on. Y'all think that if black people is way more despair, you think that's better for America or worse? Exactly. It's worse. It's worse. God damn. But yeah, let me talk to my sector of my audience that got love for me, that appreciates me. You know what I mean? That's my fam. That we don't always agree, but when we disagree, we do it with respect. What should y'all be doing right now? Yeah, well, if they watching, at least they learning. And like I said, I appreciate some of y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. Now, the other sector of my audience, man, y'all been chirping away, man, you freaking trolls. Shut the fuck up. God damn, sit your lame ass down. Now, phone lines is open, y'all. 619-609-7383. Call in, let your voice be heard about this. We ain't got no comments today because I'm gonna be honest, it ain't really many articles talking about this. This came out February 12th. You feel me? The pandemic was a year ago, right? Is this article and another article that I found about this? They really trying to cover this up, y'all. They really trying to cover this up. They ain't saying ish about this. Quiet as hell. But hold on, before we get into the news, you feel me? You know what I mean? Look, how y'all doing today? Y'all good? All right. Yeah. But also, look, we go live 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, unless I tell you otherwise. All right? Now, the wealth disparity for black people actually got worse during the pandemic, a new report shows. The real net worth of white people outgrew black people by 30 percentage points. I'm going to read that again. The real net worth of white people outgrew black people by 30 percentage points, the federal report said. This came out February 12th. It's a goddamn shame. New York AP, a strong performance in financial markets, which I know because I'm in the financial markets. All right? Shit is booming. This is what I be talking about, though. So I'm one of the ones in the financial markets right now, stocks and all that shit. You feel me? I'm part of the biggest new group of investors. I'm part of that. I'm Black American, all right? But see, it's such a small percentage of us. Okay? Collectively, we're not doing as good. And as you can see, collectively, white folks, 30 point percentage increase compared to black people. And that's what I be talking about. It's like, dog, you know what I mean? I'm doing this for my people, y'all. I'm doing this news channel for my people. All right? I hate when motherfuckers get in a good place and good spot and they just don't. It's like they act like us collectively as people ain't doing bad. That we don't need help collectively. You feel me? So I want to stop that trope too, man. I'm tired of that shit. I be out here Y'all be the main motherfucker be like, yeah, racism don't really it's lessening out here. It's like, bro, I can't believe you said that, man. If you want to be a coon, just say you be a coon. Just be like, yeah, I'm a coon. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I ain't gonna fuck with you and my black Americans that's on the black code, you feel me? You know what I mean? My black people that's on black code ain't gonna fuck with you either. But hey, man, be a coon. Be the best Jason Lee Peterson that you could be. Okay? Coon it away, man. Coon it away. Particularly on outsized gains for the stock market in 2021. Help entrench existing trends of wealth inequality during the pandemic. New data released this week show. I remember them talking a whole lot, except for like EYL, Market Mondays, Boyce Watkins. Everybody else that I heard talk about it, they always was saying like it's doom and gloom for the goddamn stock market because of the pandemic. A lot of they were saying EYL and Boyce Watkins was like, no, buy the stocks. The stock market is too big to fail. Now it might take some dips, but you know what comes with dip? Chips, motherfucker. And what equal chips? Money. Exactly. Buy. Hold. That be the thing. Motherfuckers don't want to hold. According to a report from the New York Federal Reserve Bank, the real net worth of white individuals outgrew that of black and Hispanic. And oh my God, stop throwing the Hispanic shit. Can I get just? I hate that they do this. Why is the fuck black people in the title, but within the article, y'all want to throw in Hispanic people? They'll never do that for us. I'm tired of that hypocrisy too, man. I'm tired of that shit. And like, I'm gonna talk to some of my black people. I see y'all do that shit too. Y'all have title groups, articles, networking events, all types of other shit. Yeah, it's black over here. Black networking, black people. We going through this as black people. But then throughout it's like, oh yeah, black and brown, black and Hispanic. No, stop that shit. About 30 percentage points and 9 percentage points respectively from the first quarter of 2019 through the second quarter of 2023. Goddamn shame. It's goddamn shame. It's growing. The period featured a remarkable level of government financial support, and after the initial shock of the pandemic, a surprisingly strong job market. The unemployment rate for Black Americans particularly is now at 5.3%, near a record low, compared to an overall unemployment rate of 3.7%, earning for the typical Black full-time worker, or up to 7.1% since before the pandemic. But what the fuck that got to do with the wealth gap being larger? Because, like, why? What is this? It's like a bunch of, yeah, we doing cool over here, but it ain't correlating to the most important thing, which is fucking wealth, man. God damn. Closing the wealth gap is more difficult because a significantly larger number of white households traditionally have money in stocks and mutual funds. Then why say this shit? The Griot? Who wrote this motherfucker? Who wrote this? Man, I was gonna rip in that person's ass. Like, this is knowledge we don't need in this article. And yes, they own stocks, they own mutual funds, they be trying to be out here, they see it booming, they trying to have you to sell so they can buy what you got. A separate Fed survey shows that as of 2022, about 65.6% of white households had investments in stocks, compared with 39.2% for Black households. We getting that up though, y'all. We getting that up. We see what the fuck going on, man. What? Y'all act like Black people didn't want to invest in stuff like that. That's what y'all trying to do. Y'all, we're back in the day, classes and stuff. We really didn't want to hear it because somebody didn't look like us or sound like us. But now we got people like that. Shout out to Boyce Watkins. Shout out to the guys at EYL. That means earn your freaking leisure. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? I listen to y'all. And it most definitely has helped my knowledge out financially. financial literacy. You feel me? So yeah, we know what's up. You know what I mean? Buy the right stocks though. Buy the right ones. I'm not a financial advisor, so I ain't giving financial advice, but I'm saying buy the right ones. All right? You know what the fuck that mean. Come on, man. Let's not act stupid. The study really shows the difference between making gains when it comes to income and closing that gap. Okay, now it makes sense why they did this. I think they're saying that our unemployment is going down, which means we're garnishing more income, but we're not gaining more wealth because we ain't fucking buying into these things. They want to shower us with consumerism. You feel me? Or, I mean, it could also be they got the job and inflation's so fucking high and stuff costs so much that they ain't got no leftover money to get into the stocks and goddamn bonds and all that shit and mutual funds. I mean, it could be that. While government supports such as increased unemployment benefits and stimulus checks help stave off a COVID-induced recession, financial asset prices rose significantly with the reopening of the economy through 2021. That racial wealth disparity increased. Yeah. You know why? I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. When it comes to Black people and Black Americans, I say around 2021, really right before the pandemic hit, we really start, listening to information on financial literacy. You feel what I'm saying? At collectively, okay? Now I know, it's some Black people. I mean, I was listening to shit, probably I started really paying attention like stocks and stock markets 2016, 2017. But what I'm saying is that we started getting these outlets like EY Gale and Boyce Watkins really coming to the forefront and teaching us about the shit. But around 2021, and these motherfuckers already bought all the shit beforehand. And first, we listening to it, then we probably like a lot of times probably buying really high when the stocks are really high, and gotta have some patience. And if it dip off, then you become a scared investor. You take your money out. You took a loss. Man, they already bought it beforehand. These niggas they be buying Apple when Apple was like $4 or $5. But you know how they able to do that? Because they get the information. They get the information. Now we're having a chance to get the information. It's being specifically talked to for us. You know what I mean? So that's probably why, the wealth gap between Black people, increased during the pandemic. Because you've seen what's happened with the stock market. It's beyond the fucking moon. It's to fucking Uranus, Jupiter, Mars, all that shit, man. It's booming. It's booming. It's booming. I wish I had to put more money in it. But instead I paid debt. That's another thing too. It's hard to put your money in investments when you have debt because, and I'm just starting to learn this mindset through reading these certain books, you feel me? Like The Richest Man in Babylon, what else? Rich Dad, Poor Dad, stuff like that. It's hard to pay yourself first when you're in debt, when you're conditioned to not pay yourself first and pay every fucking body else first. I'm just learning this shit literally last year. Literally. Pay yourself first. Which means it's like living with debt and being like, you know what? I'm in this debt. I'm trying to gain my wealth up. I'm going to buy some stocks and stuff like that instead of, paying hella on the credit card debt. And I know it is hard. It is so hard to get out that mindset of not paying yourself first. But you got to pay yourself first, y'all. We want to get wealthy in this bitch. Now, that ain't saying don't pay off your debt. Pay off your debt. But I'm saying, like, man, maybe, or also it could be like, instead of buying them pair of shoes or going to that dinner, you feel me? I know the Red Lobster be magnificent, and I know some of y'all probably looking at me like, what? I think Red Lobster smacking? Yeah, Red Lobster pretty good. The Olive Garden be calling your name. But maybe you should pay yourself first instead of that motherfucking restaurant. Just saying. All right, let me talk to my Tube family for a little bit. The Tube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video or the channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'm going to say the same thing. Like a sub a share. Share, comment,
Gorge.
like. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there, you feel me? Now, we pay bills around here, so I like to thank my lovely sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop going to be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee it boosts your sex appeal up about, let's say, 11%. And look here. If it look good on me, it's going to look magnificent on y'all, all right? Now, let's hop back right into this news. You feel me? You know what I mean? While government supports such increase, blah, 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 la, 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 la. And while those markets-linked assets did fall in 2022, which they did, they fell a little bit. That's part of the stock market. I can't even speak. I want to call it a stock market. The stock market. It goes up, then it goes down. Goes up, then it goes down. Up, then it goes down. But you see my hand? Do you see my hand? It steadily keep increasing. My hand keep increasing, just like the stock market. When the Federal Reserve rapidly increased interest rate, those declines did not fully offset their earliest rises, according to the New York Fed. Much of the divergence in net worth by race and ethnicity since 2019, what I just tell y'all, we really start learning about this in 2021. Well, they've been, you feel what I'm saying? Can be attributed to a divergence in the real values of financial asset holdings, wrote the report's authors, including the fact that Black households have more wealth concentrated in pensions than in stocks, mutual funds, and exchange traded funds, or ETFs. They're basically saying our shit is in these pensions, work pensions and shit like that. And hey, man, the stocks, mutual funds, and these ETFs are booming. Pensions, not so much. And hell, some people get their pensions taken away without them even freaking knowing. It be happening. Be some bullshit might happen. More than 50% of Black financial wealth is invested in pensions, the New York Fed found. Less than 20% of Black wealth is stored in private businesses, corporate equities, and mutual funds. In contrast, less than 30% of white financial wealth is invested in pensions, with 50% invested in business, equities, and mutual funds. So what do we learn today, y'all? We need to get this shit out the pensions and put in these motherfucking stocks, equities, mutual funds, and shit like that. I mean, they're showing us. They're showing us. They're telling us right here. It's such a glorious day that we get to have this information, y'all. It's such a glorious day because they used to hide this shit. Then also used to, then it start coming out there, but then we weren't reading the shit. Now we have people like me, part of the Black media, because the Black media are huge as hell. There's a lot of people out there with the Black news channels out there that be killing it. You feel me? But I'm one of them. And I get to give y'all this information. Man, my Black Americans, my Black people, I'm giving you the information. I'll read through it. I know some of y'all don't want to read, probably can't read. Some of y'all, you feel me? It's okay. It is okay. That's why I'm here. All right? Black workers are still more likely to be unionized, which may play a part in the pension story, said Jones. But how folks are exposed to the ability to invest in the stock market, whether or not it's something you grow up doing. We know that's different for white families than for people of color. Just say black families. Why do we keep doing this? Because this is you know what this bullshit? Because you know it was a person of color, an Asian motherfucker, and they be knowing about all that stock market shit at a young age. An Indian motherfucker. He most definitely a person of color. Kamala Harris. Think about it. And they be knowing about the stock market and all that at an early age. Stop this, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this shit gets all lumped in with a black problem, and then they benefit from the shit. While I don't see none of them when like fighting for our problems. So I hate when they do this. Horse crap. No, this is a black problem right now. Why are we lumping in all these other fucking races? Black family members are less likely to get an inheritance, she said. During the pandemic, the real value of black held financial assets dropped in 2020 to below its 2019 level and continued to decline steadily, with the value of Hispanic held financial assets dipped below its blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. Fine, blah, blah, blah. So it dipped, y'all. During the panty, it dipped. You know why? Because people couldn't work. Some people had to dip into their assets to pay rent. And you know how I know that? Because I'm fucking one of them. I had to dip into my assets to pay some of my rent. Thank God it was just only 1 month, but that's the thing. I had to dip into my assets to pay some shit. Okay? But lucky enough, you know what I mean? I was able to scrounge up some money and put it back into the market. Some people don't have that luxury. Some of my black Americans and black people don't have that luxury. I know that I'm blessed in that regards. But fuck all that. How can I feel that I'm blessed when collectively my black Americans and black people ain't doing well when it comes to this shit? That's my point. So I don't give a fuck what position I'm in. I'm going to be fighting for y'all. All right? Now, let's read some more. Owning a business is another component of financial wealth. It motherfucking is. You know why? Because you avoid that one thing that is controlled by that one gang. Should I say their name? I don't want them to send hitmen out on me. You feel me? You know, the IRS, it's that thing called taxes. Yeah. When you own your own business, you feel me? That's actually a functional business. You're able to do this thing called write off stuff, which helps with taxes. Taxes is what kicks a lot of people's ass. And owning your own business helps with that. And separate data show black-owned businesses had a tougher time during the pandemic. While less than 10% of all U.S. business owners are black, black-owned businesses were also more concentrated in industries hardest hit when COVID first spread, according to the Economic Policy Institute, analysts of government data. In April of 2020, more than 40% of black business owners reported they were not working. If that's the case, this is how this happens. Which then leads to how white wealth actually increased by 30 percentage points. Because all they did was when we sold the assets, they were like, oh, y'all sold it? Oh, they just did the little Dion dance to the assets. Like, oh yeah, we copping that now. You know why? Because they had the capital to fucking do it. That's how this happens. As black business owners are waiting for PPP loans and grants and stuff that either some of them didn't even get, they were promised they didn't get, or it took so freaking long, they had to dip into their asset class. And when you sell your asset, you feel me? What sounded weird, it sounded like I said selling your ass. Ass in the set. No, when you sell your asset, Somebody else can buy it. Who do you think bought it? Exactly. All right. We're not working. Compare with only 17% of white business owners. If it's 17% of white business owners, man, is not working, that means a whopping, hold on, carry the 1, 2 it to the 7. It was a 83% of white business owners were working, which means, like I said, if the black business owners are not working, right? They sell their asset classes, right? The financial literacy is getting out there more and more and more because of the internet. You feel me? So that 83% of white business owners, a good portion of them probably bought the assets that black financial holders sold. And that's how the wealth gap widens, y'all. Just saying. The industry with the largest total job losses early in the pandemic were also sectors where more black-owned businesses are concentrated. Accommodation, food services, retail, healthcare, and social assistance. You know what I didn't see here? Tech or media. And see, this be the thing, y'all. They try to make it seem like we're not trying to get into those industries in tech and media. That's fucking horse crap. They stonewall us out of that shit. They stonewall us or they don't give us the capital we need to run it. We don't get the loans, the grants, none of that shit. Only a select few. Okay? And those were the industries that fucking boomed during the pandemic. And within that 83% of white business owners that kept working during the pandemic, I'm pretty sure a good portion of them was in tech, some in media, and some in the medical field. Because that was medical, that didn't close down. That actually increased. And sometimes medical and tech intertwine. Oh, wait. It's like a 3-man weave. Media, goddamn tech, and medical, they all intertwine at some point. I'm giving y'all this info, y'all, man. I'm giving y'all this shit, bro. So we can combat this bullshit. And the thing about it is, like I said, you know what? Y'all probably don't believe me. We're going to get back to this news. But I really want to show y'all, like, I'm telling you, it was only 2 articles that stated this shit. 2 of them. 2. That's one. Grew worse. U.S. wealth inequality grew worse through current recovery. Oh, that's 2. There go 3. 4. There we go. 4 articles. Let's do this, y'all. Was Usher wrong for Alicia? I just want to see something. Okay? I just want to see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The list fucking goes on. Y'all see what I'm getting at? Now, I don't mind the gossip and smut, but there's no fucking balance. There's a whole plethora of articles about that bullshit. I ain't even gonna talk about that. The whole Usher hugging Alicia Keys house. I ain't even talk about that. But with this, where the lines economic and power and shit like that, 4 articles, y'all. 4 articles. And where we need to learn this shit. So we don't get caught up on the BS. So we can help build our wealth. But you see how they trying to hide it? But it's goddamn cool. I'll be like Inspector Gadget. I got y'all. You feel me? I'll read through swim through the digital BS to get to what we need to get to. Okay. Now, where are we at? About 28% of Black-owned businesses are found in these industries, compared with just under 20% of white-owned businesses, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Still, Treasury Deputy Secretary Wally Adeyemo said Wednesday that the economic conditions are improving for Black households. How can it be improving when it's worsening? It's either one or the other. Citing rising employment and wages for Black Americans since before the pandemic and an increase in Black business ownership and participation in the stock market. Adeyemo suggested that some policy prescriptions might be needed to even out the distribution of financial wealth in the U.S. The gap between Black and white wealth in America is still too great, he said. They said it got worse. So is it worse or is it getting better? Because right here, Barbara is saying like, unless you see who Wally Adeyemo is, he most definitely an African cat. That's for damn sure. Yeah. African, bruh. You feel me? I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't know his policies or no shit like that. He is a U.S. What is he? He's an American government official serving as the United States Deputy Secretary of the Treasury. They say he's from the States. He's saying he's from the States. Oh, never mind. Nigeria. He's an American government official. That's like that Iman Omar chick. Remember, she was like, I'm gonna fight for Somalia in America. Okay. Democratic Party? Okay, for sure, bruh. Yeah. What the fuck are you Bro, you said the households are getting better, but we just read a whole bunch of shit that it was worse. What is it? Look, this is what I hope y'all took from this, y'all. We see how we could build wealth. I read through that article so you can see how we can build wealth. I wasn't just bringing this up to be showing like, damn, it done got worse for Black Americans and Black people, which the wealth gap it did. And they're trying to hit trick bag language because it's like, yeah, but you niggas is getting employed more. Y'all got way more employment. Who gives a fuck who cares if the rent and food and everything else in existence on this goddamn soil of America is going up? You can't build wealth if you don't have enough money left over to build the wealth. That's the thing. So it's like trick bag language. Yeah, we getting employed, but who cares when it's like we employed, but we getting in more debt. We employed, but we got barely enough money to get some food. We employed, but damn it, we got to spend our extra little money on some freaking gas. You can't build wealth like that. So stop with the trick baggery bullshit. Y'all just saw the transfer of wealth where they said that Black financial holders in 2022 dipped. They had Hispanics in there too, but I'm focusing on Black people and Black Americans. It dipped, which means if that dipped and the white wealth disparity increased, what happened? They bought those assets knowing that it was going to start booming. And what's happening? It's booming. Okay? Stop tired of this tomfoolery. I'm one of the news channels that call out the bullshit. There's many news channels out there. Some of them as news channels don't even consider themselves news channels, but I do. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. You feel me? Professor Black Truth, B1 Nation. Shout out to everybody as B1. Oh, including me, motherfuckers, because B1 means you know it. Black first. Shout out to Professor Black Truth. Jason Black. Shout out to you, brother. He has a news channel in my eyes. Tariq Nasheed has a news channel in my eyes. Dewan B has a news channel in my eyes. Hell, Corey Holcomb is a motherfucking news channel in my eyes. These are news channels. Okay? Afro Elite is a damn news channel in my eyes. These are news channels in the black media. Philip Scott, news channel in my eyes. The African Diaspora channel. That's a black news channel in my eyes. Yes. We out here. We are out here. Okay? Keep giving you this shit that we need to help us as black Americans and black people. All right? Now, with that being said, like I said, there's no comments there. You know what I mean? As I showed y'all, it was very hard to just find an article about this. They're trying to see, they had, I showed y'all the Usher and Alicia Keys, and that was whoo-wee, article after article after article after article. But with this, where it shows not only that a way for us to get economic power, I mean, financial power, economic, financial, same fucking thing. What am I talking about? You feel me? To get economics and power, okay? To garnish that, you feel me? Because real talk, you really find success through failure. Okay? And even though that article has showed that the wealth disparity between black families or black households, didn't say family, households, because you know nowadays in certain households, you get my drift. But black households and white households, that disparity done got worse during the pandemic. That could be considered a failure for us as black Americans and black people. But with that being out there and me reading through that article, I showed y'all how we could be successful on garnishing wealth. Just saying. But anyway, look, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. You feel me? In a little bit. Got some things to do. That means I'm about to close down the phone line. So if y'all want to call, leave a voicemail. The number is 619-609-7383. Call in. Let your voice be heard. You feel me? And with that being said, this is another episode of the Seers Glare. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. The Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. And since I got a sector of my audience that is the best, that shows love, that tunes into the live, appreciates me, is my fam. We don't always agree, but when we disagree, we do it with respect. What should y'all be doing right now? Yes, that's right. If they watching, at least they learning. And like I said, I appreciate some of y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. Now, the other sector of my audience, the suspected WSers, the trolls, they breath smell like, oh, goddamn, who done it? But like they had a whole bar of shit in their mouth. Those motherfuckers. What should y'all be doing right now? That's correct. EAD. And shutting the fuck up. Now, with that being said, my final note is this. Look, I basically just showed y'all how the wealth gap disparity, how it got worse during the pandemic. Look, y'all, my black people, my black Americans, we got this. We got this. You know why? Because we are in 2024, 2023, 24, we are the newest, biggest group of investors. I think it was ages 40 and under. And we seeing through the bullshit. We seeing like, oh, okay, y'all, oh, so that's what y'all did. Okay, yeah. So it kind of transferred the wealth because, you know, had to sell out some assets because certain shit was taking a very long time for certain business owners to get, even if they got any of the money. I remember I saw it was I think I went over it. It was some black business owners didn't even get some of that PPP loan money, but somehow fucking was it Burger Shack? or Shack Burger. I think it was Burger Shack. They end up getting a fucking $7 million bailout or something. I think they returned the money back, but that ain't the point. The point is, I guarantee that black business owner had to sell off some assets, which then white business owners scooped them right up. So with that being said, look, talk to your financial advisor. Only advice I could give is listen to Earn Your Leisure. Listen to Boyce Watkins out there. Oh, Boyce Watkins is a news channel in my eyes too. You know what I mean? So listen to them. They the financial gurus. They know what to do. You feel me? And hey, let's get our wealth on. Remember we always talked about hey, we about to get rich. Yeah. Get to the bag. Get to the bag. Man, what's the fuck is the point of getting to the bag when in 3 months the bag is fucking empty? Because we ain't getting to the fucking wealth. And with that being said, y'all have a good day, good evening, good whenever it is y'all consuming this content. Have a good one, of y'all. And I'm out. Yeah, man. We gotta get to the wealth, man. This all this bag chasing, this to be ultra consumerist, to fucking not have no wealth. What the fuck? That's god damn.